Hello, today we're trying out the Innis and Gunn Bourbon Aged Dark Ale. This is an oak aged beer. It says it's carefully matured for 30 days prior to release. It's 7.4% from Edinburgh. Let's crack it open and see what's inside this bottle.
Okay.
So it's got a nice dark color. Good head. Smells really malty. Smells really good.
Yeah.
Sweet malts. Good head retention. A little bit of like raisins.
Smells strong.
Smells good.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Nice dark, like almost cinnamony aftertaste.
Yeah. Yeah.
Smooth too.
Yeah, it's very easy to drink.
Yeah, I could definitely. So this is one of the the more easy to drink bourbon aged,
Yeah.
beer.
Yeah, a lot of times I expect it to be really, really strong. Like blatant flavors
Right.
of bourbon,
Yeah.
basically. And but this is kind of subtle.
Yeah. Yeah, the first one I've had was like an Omegang. I think it was DK something. I can't remember what it was, but I was like, wow, this is, like not my type of beer, but having this is like a lot more of an, intro to this style of beer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like this one a lot. It's
Yeah.
really good.
So tonight we were watching Trainspotting.
Yep.
Also set in Scotland, right? I think they say.
Mm-hmm.
Where,
Some scenes in London.
yeah.
Yep.
What'd you think? I've seen it several times, so I want to.
I had never seen it before. I didn't even know like what it was going to be about from the title.
Right.
It doesn't really give much away, but I thought it was very like I got really into the characters. Like,
Yeah.
I felt like the story it was done really well.
What do you think the title comes from?
I have no idea.
Yeah. I don't remember either, but I might have to look it up. My theory is whenever you're shooting up heroin, like the different needle marks that you get down your track that's what it's coming from. Like it's referencing, like your the tracks on your veins.
Mm-hmm.
But could be wrong. I don't know.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. It got like the scene with the baby,
Yeah.
like it kept showing the baby, and you're like, man, this is something that
not
like,
gonna end well.
Yeah, and it like that kind of thing could happen and does happen.
Yeah.
I'm sure. So it's just like kind of the movie's a little tough to watch at points. Like,
Right. Oh yeah, for sure. There's some parts where like, oh my god, like it, just the thought alone of that probably does happen is like just really off-putting. And the movie to me, like as far as like the dialogue of the movie, it was like very witty, very fast paced. Like there was no like wasted breath, you know, like even the slightest sighs before, like after they shoot up, or you know, like when they're lamenting, you know, the baby's death or this and that. It's like, man, it's so apropos. It's just so the right thing to say or the right thing to do.
Yeah. Yeah, you see the complexity of each of the characters.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they're not just black and white. Like, they have their flaws, and then you see their, like, when they're trying, and and just like all the different facets of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I thought it was done really well.
Yeah. What would you think about? Would you have? Which character do you mostly relate to?
Oh.
Or do you relate to any of them?
I don't know.
Not that you're, you know, shooting up drugs or whatever.
Yeah.
But
I don't know. I didn't think about that, putting myself in their shoes.
Yeah. I mean,
but, yeah. I don't know.
I could relate mostly to Spud. You know, like he's kind of like innocent and
yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of bad influences.
He was the guy that got sent to jail, right?
Got sent to jail, yeah.
Yeah.
Woke up whenever...
the guy that probably should have gone to jail most never ended up going to... Or maybe at the end he ended up probably going to jail. But
yeah.
He kept escaping.
Yeah. What was... The part where, okay, so, what's his name? I think his name is Tommy. The kind of like the straight, well, nobody's really straight-laced, but the guy with the videotapes and... the guy that didn't do heroin from the very beginning, basically. Yeah. So what was the cause of his death? You know, I mean, it's almost kind of putting the blame on Renton, the main character, because he was the one that switched the tapes in turn, you know, like that really cemented, you know, the spiral, I guess, the downward spiral for the relationship between him and Lizzie.
It is hard to say, though. I mean,
because
who knows what would have happened, like, If he wouldn't have switched the tapes, would they have still broken up?
Right.
Like he said, there were some other things. So,
like the Iggy Pop and the other stuff. But
So I don't know. I mean, I feel like everyone should take blame upon themselves for the choices they make in life. Like, I think most of the blame should be with the person that put themselves in the situation. So, like, it's easy to blame other people, and they're like, maybe it wouldn't have turned out the way it did if his friend wouldn't have switched the tapes. Right. But that is what happened. So now you've got to deal with that, and it didn't turn out the way, maybe the best way. Well, definitely not the best way it could have. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So was this like more of a cautionary tale, or was this like a kind of just day in the life of heroin addict, or was it something else?
I don't know. It seemed more to me just like exploring the life of a heroin addict. Like, I could see how you might see that and think like it's showing you like the terrible side of addiction and things like that. But it didn't seem to me like that was its purpose in general. I think it does do that. Like, it makes me not want to do heroin. But
so this is a good beer. It's kind of like, it's not weak, but also it's not like too harsh in the way it tastes. It's not just
very complex flavors. I can taste the bourbon flavors in it, but it's not overpowering, which makes it easy to drink, which is nice.
That's Innis and Gunn.